Hey everybody, it's Zach here, and good to be back. And today we're going to be talking about Apple and its potential loss that is coming up. And honestly, it's not too surprising. Yes, that's right. As you can see right here, Apple ordered to pay $308.5 million after a jury finds it infringed on digital rights management patent. Can't speak today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, really good to be back. And of course, this really doesn't surprise me. I don't think it would really surprise anybody, especially after the whole Fortnight debacle. So, for some reason, ever since last year, we've been seeing this kind of decline for Apple. It's granted, I mean, it's been selling its phones, its music, and its apps, and all that good stuff. But even then, it seems as though Apple is taking some kind of direction that's not really the best, it seems. And honestly, I really can't say anything about it. Can't really defend Apple, especially after the Fortnite issue. And even though that was a really technical issue, this one, well, it was kind of proven. So without me going on too much, let's go ahead and get into the article by The Verge. So, Apple has been ordered to pay $308.5 million to Personalized Media Communications after a federal jury in Texas found the company had infringed on a technology patent related to digital rights management. PMC had sued Apple over its Fair Play tech used to distribute encrypted content from iTunes, Apple Music, and its App Store. PMC, which is a patent licensing firm, originally sued Apple in 2015, claiming the tech giant had infringed 7 of its patents. Now, you have to remember, this is unfortunately not really up to speculation. This isn't really about opinion. Apple was legitimately found guilty in a court of law by a jury, and they are going to have to pay up. And it kind of doesn't surprise me too much. I mean, you get all these companies that they do this, that, and the other, and they try to maintain a legal stance, but unfortunately, sometimes they just they don't do that. And as we've seen lately with Tim Cook and the CEOs, Apple is just not really holding up like they used to. And I'm not really sure if that's changeover of management or just corporate greed. But as you can see, it's not really surprising, I know. But at the same time, it is what it is. So, case went to trial. Apple didn't immediately reply to a request for comment from The Verge on Sunday, but told Bloomberg it would appeal the ruling, quoting, "Cases like this brought by companies that don't make or sell any products stifle innovation and ultimately harm consumers." Now, the one thing that I can't really agree with on Apple is it sounds like Apple is trying to deflect, obviously. And the truth of the matter is that when you have patents and legalities and all the stuff that I could go on about, the point in case is this: you can't violate patents. It's just common law knowledge, and any lawyer would pretty much say if you wanted the right to a patent or anything like that, you would have to get some kind of permission, you'd have to pay a hefty toll for it, etc. And in this case, I honestly think that Apple is just trying to make some kind of lame excuse to defend themselves from what they've done. And, you know, the thing is, this company, which makes patents for people to buy and sell and all that good stuff, it's just the fact when it says, quote, "don't make or sell any products and stifle innovation," well, they're not really meant to. Of course, you know, from my opinion, though, this isn't really surprising from Apple because it's just another company. They're just looking to do whatever they can. And honestly, it's not surprising, as I've said before. And I actually did bring up the Reuters notes here from Sugar Land, Texas. And of course, $308.5 million for patent infringement. And a federal jury in Texas said Apple Inc. must pay about $308.5 million to the Personalized Media Communications for infringing a patent associated with digital rights management. The jurors late on Friday directed Apple to pay a running royalty to PMC, which is generally based on the amount of sales for a product or service. And of course, again, if they are providing a patent, of course, the company or the LLC, of course, they're going to ask for a fee. I mean, that's just the way it goes, unfortunately. And Apple, because they don't want to lose their money or their shirts, is obviously not having the best time with it. And of course, Apple said it was disappointed with the verdict and planned to appeal. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to work out. So let's see. I think there was also one other wonderful little thing here. Oh yeah, the 2015 lawsuit. And what's funny is Apple isn't the only one. It's also Netflix, Alphabet Inc.'s Google, and Amazon as well for possibly infringing. Now, I can't really say anything for sure about Netflix, Google, or Amazon because, again, those cases are pending. I'm pretty sure you've also heard that the Fortnight case is still yet to go to court, and I'm sure that's going to be a very interesting debacle when that goes through. And honestly, I don't even know what's going to be said or done there. Anyway, we'll have to see exactly how this all plays out, but unfortunately for Apple, they're definitely going to have to pay the $308.5 million. It was just found by a jury, and oh well, I guess you're going to end up losing some money anyway. However, to bring a more important point to light, it seems as though these companies are just not really getting it, and I'm not really sure what's going on. Granted, this isn't coming from a political standpoint, but we've also seen the politics that are implemented within these companies today, and it really doesn't make any sense. But then again, that's up to the CEOs and the president and the company runners and all that good stuff who are putting themselves out there in this manner. And honestly, if you're going to do something like this, if you're going to violate a contract, if you're going to do anything of that sort, what do you expect? You're going to pay the fine. It's just the way these things work. And for Apple lately, they have not been doing so hot. And again, I'm not sure what's going on. We've seen the same with Netflix. I won't get started with that. We've also seen the same with Google. I could tell you the countless amount of issues with that. And well, everything in between. And of course, with Amazon, Jeff Bezos, for some reason, that's going downhill as well. I really hope that these things will not continue the way they have. But unfortunately, if they do, these companies are going to have to rue the day, and they're going to have to pay the consequences, no matter how bad those consequences are. So even though I'm bringing you this really short one, it's just kind of the fact that I don't really know what's going on within these companies. I'm not sure who's making the decisions, but whoever is, they sound like an idiot. I don't think they know what they're doing. So anyway, with that being said, that will be it for this, and I will maybe keep you up to date with Apple if you're interested in that sort of thing. And if not, well, no harm, no foul. All right, guys. Well, I will see you in the next one, and you guys have a good one. Oh, and be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again later. All right, and as always, I'm Zach, signing off.